Big up Natalie, JPU, Jamaica, politics uncovered. One people, one team, one vision. Jamaica we say. Jingle. Jamaica politics uncovered, JPU on the scene. Carrying the facts, keeping people informed and clean.
JPU stands strong. Oh yes, we're standing strong.
JPU with Jamaica every day.
Stronger Jamaica
2026,
building back better.
that's the fix.
One people, one team,
One vision we say
JPU with Jamaica
every day.
stronger Jamaica
2026,
building back better.
that's the fix.
One people, one team,
One vision we say
JPU with Jamaica.
every day. Real news on time, helping Jamaica plan.
Together we rise, one heart, one land.
One JPU, Jamaica we say.
Ooh,
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to the first episode of 2026. I hope everyone had a good holiday season. I hope everybody is still here with us. I hope that those who were not here with us while they lost power, lost connectivity, that they're back, because I heard that people are getting back their light and their internet come back up. So that's wonderful. I've had some people reach out and say, listen, we were tuning to the show, but then the hurricane came and so on and so forth. So if you are one of those people just joining us back, welcome. So what are we here about tonight, guys? We got a few things to talk about. 3 important things I want to bring to your attention tonight. Welcome back, moderators. Thank you for joining. And those of you who are members here, welcome back as well. And if you have not joined our membership, please do. Thank you. So, Jamaica 2026, guys. The year begins. What are the wins? What are the warnings? And what's ahead? As Jamaica enters 2026, we're facing some challenges, We've had some good after the September 3rd general election. And even in the midst of the hurricane, we still have some blessings that we can count. But we also have some challenges, and we also have some new opportunities ahead. We're talking about from politics to governance, to recovery and growth, the national mood. I just came back from Jamaica 2 weeks ago, mostly in Kingston, where nothing happened. And it's, life as usual. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's a bit different. But as Jamaicans around the world, welcome this brand new year, 2026 has not arrived quietly. It arrives carrying expectations, big, big expectations. And this government, I don't think that any government prior to this one has had the expectations that this one has. People expect them to answer. And, the weight of the nation that has been tested is not broken. But this government that is there now, they have a very, very big burden and expectation from the people. So by the end of this year, we're not going to be looking for mediocre. I'm sure the government of the day is aware of that. So by the end of the year, the government they ought to be prepared to be checking off what they've done so far, by the end of this year, so far in the recovery process. So Jamaica is basically starting this year at a crossroads. On one hand, there seems to be a sense of stability, and that's partially why the government was re-elected. A sense of stability that many Jamaicans have not felt in decades, whether it be the decrease in homicides, whether it be the economic stability, whether it be whatever growth we had, whether it be steady hands at the wheel. Yeah, so, on the other hand, however, there is some impatience from, people who are still down there. Even though we lowered poverty, you still have people who are struggling that fall within the poverty range. I think we lowered poverty. I think when this government came in, the poverty rate was about 21%. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's at somewhere around 8% at this time. So we've made strides, but some people, have not fully come out yet, even though the government committed to bringing poverty all the way down. So now we have this disaster, and, you know, this is a year of results, 2026. And as 2026 begins, Jamaica is coming off a period marked by things like economic reform, like I said, intense, but an intense political year, 2025, the most intense in my lifetime, really, after, I would say, probably about after 1980. Yeah. So we've got a lot to look forward to. But anyway, um, how did Jamaica spend its Christmas? Let me just show you guys. Um, Hold on. Wait a minute. I wanted to show you guys, some fireworks, which I will. Just give me a moment. But while I upload that, I want you guys to hear the Prime Minister and what he had to say. The Prime Minister spent his Christmas down there in St. Elizabeth, which I think is brilliant. St. Elizabeth is what he calls ground zero. When you know the entire St. Elizabeth, when on a parish left down there, according to some people, them say St. Elizabeth flat, and some people, they are just mortified at what they've seen in the aftermath of this hurricane. So it was a great idea for the Prime Minister of Jamaica to be present there. I saw some pictures. They had fireworks, and I assume, some kind of celebration with the people of St. Elizabeth, because it's so sad, A lot of people, I mean, them don't know them head different from them foot after over 50 odd days after the storm, So let me just let you hear real quick some of what the Prime Minister had to say and what he had to say directly to the people of St. Elizabeth.
So for all the trying people who are doing it on your own and not waiting for government, I commend you, I applaud you, I encourage you, do what you can. But the government is coming with some assistance. But the assistance has to be done on assessment. You have to come and look at your house and look at your need. Because at the end of the day, this is about helping the needy and not the greedy. It's about helping the people who actually need it and not just those who believe they can get it, so they just put their name up. We have conducted over 50,000 assessments already. On Monday coming, Cabinet will meet and finalize the categories of assessment, whether you got minor damage, major damage, or severe damage, and we will finalize the associated amounts that each category will get. For you to benefit, you must have identification. You must be able to establish your identity. and we must see that you have received, you were impacted, you got some damage. We're not going to be doing it in a way where people are going to get multiple benefits. We want everybody to get a benefit. So we're going to manage it in a transparent and well-run way so that all the people who need the benefit can get the benefit to restore their roofs or restore their livelihoods.
Yes, guys. So that is some of what the Prime Minister had to say. The people seem to appreciate the Prime Minister's presence. And I mean, rather than spending his time in Kingston, where there was no disaster, or spending it at home with his family, I think it was a great idea. Whoever came up with the idea of the Prime Minister being in St. Elizabeth, it's great. What better way to spend your holiday than with the people who, are disenfranchised. He said some other things, and I want you guys to hear it. But first, let me just say something real quick.
There have been
Oh, we not reached that part there yet. Because I have some things to say about them the people down at Westmoreland. But we know wait a little bit. So the fireworks I'm telling you about, this is what happened New Year's Eve.
What the proud Jamaicans them there? Alright, then go start it now here now. I want to see the real proud Jamaicans them, you know. Bellies a pass through and they are hold it on down. I'm true believer. Hold on. But when we there, yeah, not nice like Jamaica. We can't say.
Yeah, guys, so as you can see right there, so there's the culture minister, the fireworks fest, and these were held in major squares and cities across Jamaica, including the parishes that were affected by the hurricane. So let me just let you go ahead and hear some of the other things that the Prime Minister said, because I think it's important. Here goes, guys.
The most honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who's here with us tonight. Yeah, so tell us, why was it important for you to ring in the new year here in Black River?
Well, Black River, along with White House and Bluefields and those areas, you could consider this to be ground zero, the epicenter. And the town of Black River was decimated. I was here within hours of the hurricane. And the situation could only be described as an atomic bomb of wind and rain on Black River. Totally decimated. And so it was important for me to gather here with the people to show not just solidarity with them, but to give them hope and to give them the commitment that the government will continue to work in their behalf to have the town not just restored, but reconstructed forward better.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you. So having seen the devastation from the viewpoint of our country leader, what does that evoke within you?
So clearly, sorrow, concern for persons who have been displaced. But, it's for me, motivation. The crisis has given me an opportunity, as it should be seen by all Jamaicans, as an opportunity for us to rebuild, but not what was there before, because what was there before is actually a constraint on our development.
All right, this interview was quite long, guys, and this was done by TVJ. So you get where the Prime Minister is going. He's speaking the language of, you know, solidarity, optimism, and it's a good interview. Let me just say something here. I think, hold on.
Black River was significantly impacted, and I thought that it would be best that I make myself present here to give you the assurance that the government stands firmly with you. Let us give God thanks for sparing our lives to see 2026. As bad as things are, it could have been worse. And let us spare a moment to remember those who did not make it and those who perished in the storm or because of the storm.
Yes, that one is also long as well, but I just wanted you guys to hear, where the Prime Minister was going, with his speeches and what he had to say to the people. So that was good. I was happy to see it. I was very concerned about the people in the disaster areas. When the disinformation was going around about people not supposed to keep no party and whatever. Not that matters much, but I was wondering if the government was going to do anything in these parishes to lift the people's spirit a little bit, But they did, and that's good. Now, make we go down a Westmoreland real quick, guys. Make we go down a Westmoreland real quick. Me sure so you hear what going down at the school in a Petersfield, in a the shelter, where them a talk about people are going to get evicted from out of the shelter. I mean, did anybody expect to stay in the school forever? I don't really understand what's the big deal, because at some point in time, these people them have to come out of the school, and I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but earlier on, Desmond Mackenzie said that the shelter where these people are staying at the school, there was vandalism going on down there where the people are thief out things and them something there, right? So he was saying that he spoke to the people, told them that you cannot stay here forever. At some point in time, you're going to have to leave. However, the government is going to make provision for you guys. Him says somebody, I'm going to play the video because I see them take back the video now, I play it back. Like say, the speech we make yesterday is contradictory to what he said before. It's not contradictory. What he said was that the people them in the shelter, in the school, the things them are thief out, we cannot have that. So we're going to offer you an option to go someplace else. Him says some of the people them accepted the option, others didn't. I guess they felt a sense of entitlement, but I am getting some information that the PNP MP them down at Westmoreland are telling the people in the shelter that they must refuse to leave unless the government give them house. Yes. So me want to know something now. If the PNP I try use the people them with displaced to stick up the government for house, while them a collect millions of dollars in hurricane relief. Who are the wicked? No, I want to know who are the wicked, because them support for them constituents, The whole of them PNP MP down there, them are the people, them supposed to help with the whole of the money, the millions of dollars that they're collecting in hurricane relief. They want all the resources of the government and all the resources that we, the donors, made to be diverted to Westmoreland alone, and it cannot work like that. There are other people who lost homes and who need help too. So the government ought to be very careful about how they are distributing some of these aid. Them cannot put everything down at Westmoreland. So what the government need to do, we already know, so them spend whole heap of millions of dollars in a Westmoreland already, giving resources to PNP MPs, some of whom came out and acknowledge that they received the help from the government. Dayton Campbell being one of those people. So there's absolutely no doubt that the government has already did their job in helping the people. So they must now say to the PNP and feel no way about it. Say to the PNP, you guys are doing what we did, which is to raise money to help the storm victims. Where are you guys' money? Why are you not helping? You see, this is why we have to have independent media out here, because me not hear the mainstream media ask PNP want to feed them millions with them are raised for the hurricane victims. Likewise, I don't hear the government asking them. So them telling the people them now, so they must face to themselves with the government and say, them now leave the school until them get house. And that it come down to, Where is the millions of dollars that the PNP is raising? A long time we asked the question. Can't hear nothing. Let me play this video and make you guys hear what Desmond said right after the storm. And I'm going to let you hear what him said yesterday when everybody got frantic again that they have to leave the school for school resume. Listen.
There have been a major break-in in the staff room here at the school. They have stolen the school's personal property, including a number of laptops, which is critical to the learning of the students. They have been threatening the shelter managers and the person who are working here at the shelter. The behavior has gone beyond now the level that I'm going to accept. I'm going to request that the police have a 24 hours present here at the school, because I am not prepared to put the lives of the persons who have volunteered their services here to be subjected to any threats, any level of disrespect. And the fact that these people have broken into the school that is providing shelter for them and have stolen the school property, these people must understand that the school has provided a roof over their heads in their times of needs. And all because the fact that they are now required to leave the school, government is making provisions for them. Some are willing to go, some don't want to go. We are not going to compromise any of the 4 positions that was made to them on Wednesday. It is totally unacceptable. And I'm going to urge them, I'm going to appeal again to their conscience. Let good sense prevail on this matter. I am going to be requesting that the police establish a 24-hour post here at the school to protect the school property and to protect the decent persons who are staying here, plus the staff and those who are managing the shelter.
Okay, guys, so that was said right after the storm. Now, yesterday, mainstream media start put out, say, people in the shelter cuss. I said them are going to be evicted. Them are going to have to leave the shelter. Them have to go leave the shelter today. No, them have to go leave the shelter tomorrow and then go somewhere for material. One heap of confusion. So this is what the minister had to say yesterday.
It is unfortunate that I have to use this opportunity to respond to some dangerous mischief that is being created as it relates to the shelters, especially the Petersfield shelter. This government has never indicated to anyone that shelters will be closed at 12 noon today. There are persons out there who are creating serious mischief, misleading the country, playing on the sympathies and the unfortunate state of persons who reside in these shelters. This government has given a commitment to protect the dignity of these persons, and we have no intention of moving anyone out of any shelters that is being used at this time, whether it is schools or community centers. We are working closely with the Ministry of Education, and those works are well advanced. I want to spend a minute to speak on Petersfield. We have found alternative location on the grounds of the school, behind the school, where we are now doing some temporary work to allow those persons in the shelters to go into that location. Already, there are persons who have been using it, and we are going to be doing some work to ensure that the 50 persons, and it is only 50 persons, that are presently at Petersfield Shelter. Food for the Poor and a team from the ministry is down there in Petersfield as I speak, looking at locations to put temporary housing solutions. We are going to be holding those persons at that location until Food for the Poor and the ministry and the other agencies have completed the assessment and putting down the temporary housing. I want to dismiss this as false, mischievous, and a blatant lie, and to call out those persons who have their own political agenda and want to use the plight of these people to get recognition. Stop it. This government is going to push back at the mischief makers, and we're going to call them out for who they are and for what they are doing to hurt these persons, because they are creating fear amongst the persons who have already going under severe stress because of Melissa. This government of Dr. Andronis is caring. We understand. We have listened to the persons. We will not, and I repeat, we will not be putting out anyone in any shelters in the 5 parishes that have been affected until we have put down the necessary things in place, and we are well advanced in providing the solutions that is required. Mischief, I urge them to stop it, because we're going to push back at mischief makers and liars.
Yes, so that's
them are going to be evicted.
sorry, the guys. Yes, so that was Desmond McKenzie responding to the disinformation going around. So when you hear that, preparations are being made for the 50 people who are displaced, and I guess that is good. But again, the JLP still does not get it. Daily press conferences. Let me tell you something. If we don't understand how media and social media and them something they work nowadays, we don't ever get it, So me not really spend much time on that. But down at Westmoreland, the people them need to start ask the members of parliament, come in and know how them bypass them MP a stick up government. Them not supposed to do that. They're supposed to go to the MP. The MP them down at Westmoreland have millions of dollars because them are raise millions of dollars to help the people who are the people who are victims of the storm. So is who I gonna tell them? Somebody need to tell them. Say the MP them have millions of dollars. Me not understand. But look here, I want to bring something else to the fore right here, so. When you know, so over here, we support the police and the work that the police is doing. We support the homicide rate, we're gone down, gone way down. We support the police standing up for their lives in the line of duty against those who put them under threat. We also support people's human rights. You can't support one and not support the other. You have to support both. With that being said, there was a supposed police confrontation down in, I want to say Granville, where one little baby died, 4 years old. Then say a shootout with police and man down there. And also, there was another incident in Westmoreland where about 3 people got killed. Police again. Let me let you hear what the people them down at Granville say. And then I will come back and say what I have to say about the police and open up the phone line. Have a listen, guys.
Little boy and the mother, the grandmother in them bed. Shoot, just turn the gun in the house of photos. And when the mother call out that picking at the bed, pick at the house, they just keep on shooting. I want to see all the policemen and all the soldiers who are on duty to come on frontline duty immediately.
We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! 4-year-old! 4-year-old! We want justice!
You got the father, right? Yeah. And all you go kill 3 persons. The last day you're innocent. Say, even if you go say them a murderer, them a gunman. The last day you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, man! When you get the first gunshot, they turn on the gun, see them way. Turn on it and click up the inside or so. The police soldier boy tell me to go We want justice. This cannot continue. Every time the police come in Granville, it's the same story. Man shoot over them and they return the fire and found man suffering from gunshot, no arm wounds. Not even the baby, not even a water gun. We want justice.
Was in my bed, and when the police when they come down, me want running after them come down, then start fire on the house.
From now on, we need soldiers to use the drone and look for gunman. We don't hear no kick off no door and shoot nobody. Use drone, look for gunman.
My name is Peter Salke. I am the administration officer for the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the St. James Division. Sometime after 12 midnight, fatal shooting occurred in this Granville area. As a result, investigations have started by the relevant authorities in relation to this matter. We are maintaining a presence here because residents are demonstrating as a result of the fatal shooting.
Yeah, guys, JDF, yes. So, somebody sent a video come give me last night. Yeah, last night. Well, you know, I never come on last night. I was traveling back home. But in that video, a mountain view, whole heap of shot. And when you hear them, they shot their fire. If you know anything about firearm, I don't know too much about firearm, but me used to live at Garrison one at the time them. And I have, you know, friends who are in military, police force and sitting. So when you hear them the gunshot there a fire last night, you know, say some machine gun them there, you know. Some serious machine gun in a mountain view. And that is what the police and soldier them in Jamaica must contend with when they go out there on the road. So I'm saying Jamaica must reach to a point where all of them machine gun they over here and the boy them we are hold them. They must have them gun afraid to fire shot out of it. Especially when them illegal. I saw one the crime rate for go down lower than 700 that we just saw. I think I was 699 them say or 688 somewhere around there. The final count for the murder rate for the year of 2025. So we want the police and soldier them to continue pursue the people them who cause problem in the country for the safety and security of the people. But we also want a little more transparency. Yes. We're talking about the body camera them. The man saying one drone to look for the gunman them. While I agree with that, we also want the people them to tell the police them and work with the police and soldier them and tell them who are gunman and they sitting there and show about them gunman family. We want all of that. And we want also when the police them go out there go do them work. The body cam them are not just for protect the people. The body cam them is also to protect the police them too, and the soldier them too. We know that in this time, and I got this very sensitive information from a credible source, that since the police them start operating the way that they operate, which means that they are standing up for their lives and they are raging a war on crime in the country, which may not have no problem with that. But I was reliably told that since the year started and the police them start deal with crime or them a deal with crime, a whole heap of the gunman them migrate gone to other places, gone quiet down, And it not take nothing for them get loud again. Some of them wanted, them know them wanted and them gone to other areas. So, the situation tense. And, I would like to see a little more transparency because when you hear say, baby dead and them something there, that should not sit well with anybody. I don't know who shot the baby or whatever, gunman and shoot out with police and soldier. I don't know. I don't have the details. I only say, what I just played there for you guys. But that's why we need more transparency. I have not seen Dr. Chang. I think Dr. Chang is still recovering. But the last I heard about the body cams, they were supposed to, bring some more body cams to the police force. And we're hoping to see those soon. Jamaica, I'm proud of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I'm proud of the job that the police commissioner is doing. And I'm also proud of the job that the National Security Minister has done. And also, led by the Prime Minister. You have the PNP them, who out there are trying to set a narrative that the lowing of the murders in Jamaica is as a result of the police them killing off innocent people or extrajudicial killings. And I don't think that's it at all. I'm sure that, and I have said this already, that the Jamaica Constabulary Force, since the PNP and the human rights people them put out how much people police kill, why the police them don't put out how much of them servicemen and women were killing the line of duty? A time for them do it, Yeah. We have to know, in this time with the war of information and disinformation, we have to know. Because right for the police them to do them job. And you have a set of people in the country who paint them as having gone rogue and a kill off innocent people. You cannot have that. Therefore, when time them come and put out things like say, you go around and murder innocent people, you must put out phone figures too. Because I know some year of police one at a time up a Waltham. A 2 police then kill up there one at a time. Very recent too. And a gunman kill them. So, as I said, more transparency is needed to protect the citizens and their human rights and to protect the police them. So, a time for you to come now with the body cam. Nothing wrong with that. Guys, I'm going to open the phone line for about 20 minutes. Moderators, good night. Here's the phone number if anybody want to participate in the discussion here. Please hit the like button, guys, when you come in. If you're there here and you don't hit the like button already, please do. And share the live with somebody. The phone line is open.
When the proud Jamaicans them there. Alright, let go start it now here now. I want to see the real proud Jamaicans them, you know. No Melissa pass through and they are holding it on down. I'm true believer.
So for all the trying people who are doing it on your own and not waiting for government, I commend you, I applaud you, I encourage you, do what you can. But the government is coming with some assistance. But the assistance has to be done on assessment. You have to come and look at your house and look at your need. Because at the end of the day, this is about helping the needy and not the greedy. It's about helping the people who actually need it and not just those who believe they can get it, so they just put their name up. We have conducted over 50,000 assessments already. On Monday coming, Cabinet will meet and finalize the categories of assessment, whether you got minor damage, major damage, or severe damage, and we will finalize the associated amounts that each category will get. For you to benefit, you must have identification. You must be able to establish your identity. And we must see that you have received, you were impacted, you got some damage. We're not going to be doing it in a way where people are going to get multiple benefits. We want everybody to get a benefit. So we're going to manage it in a transparent and well-run way so that all the people who need the benefit can get the benefit to restore their roofs or restore their livelihoods.
Yes, guys. So, me like the settings down at Black River. That was nice. And I think the people them are starting to feel a little optimistic. And yes, the people need optimism in this time. So, is anybody in the chat who just get back light? Anybody in the disaster area will just get back light? When you're talking at the chat, let me know. The minister say JPS, in exchange for the loan, they're supposed to come with a light during Christmas, before New Year's, or just after New Year's, end of January, rather than all the way in May. So JPS, them do their work. We can see that. And we're glad for that. The people in Granville did not mention that there were gunmen doing gun salute, even though the police administration asked them not to in several announcements on the radio. You know, I saw a news story just before I came on that two I think, teenage girls, either injured or fatally wounded. I don't remember if they were dead or alive. But there was a gun salute happening yesterday where two teenage girls were harmed. I don't hear anybody talking about that. But nonetheless, if the gun them illegal, them don't supposed to do no gun salute too. I want the counselor for Granville to say why the police station there was burnt down. Oh dear. You know, so if you tell you the truth, you know, guys. You know me that go do something about the councillors them across Jamaica over here. And I was going to see if I can maybe do one councillor of the year or councillors of the year kind of thing. But true, me never have no time because you see enough of them councillors there across Jamaica. Them no make sense, you know. Come and see where them are do. Because all the one from down at Granville they know. The PNP one they know. Me see him on TikTok a beg money, you know. I play a match. And that to me is carelessness. And I not just him, you have some of them where I'm mere, where they not do nothing at all. I mean, I understand why that is. They're supposed to be serving the people. So when me see him now come and take front page, I take center stage, can barely remember what he wants to say. Them need to change the standard of what it means and what it should be to be a councillor. And some of the people, them so blasted fool. Because them get elected. So, you know, I was really shocked. I had to do a double take when I saw that man on TikTok talk about taps and roses. Lay down in a bed, big and careless. On TikTok. But seeing these people come on, we're reminded, at least I'm reminded, of what Granville used to be like. You know? Happy New Year, guys. Thank you. What Granville used to be like. You remember the bloodshed and the bloodletting where did I go on down at Granville one night time them? Guys, you remember? Remember one man did tell me say when St. James did a go on bad, one man did tell me say, listen, you say if you come down here and you're going in one group of young men, if a group of young men are 5, the outer road, at least 3 of them in that group, they get shot already. That's what the man tell me, you know. That is how the war did go on, real war zone down there. So they've had, you know, a major turnaround down there with the crime. It was so sad. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna wrap things up now. Let me see. Guys, for the new year, I had this AI video that I posted. I posted this AI video, you know, kind of telling people what to expect on the channel going into the new year. And some of the face the subscribers over here go tell me, say, you no want hear that, you no want hear no AI, you no want hear from me. No, you know some up on the road. And if I want AI, I have to use to get the message across, then nothing wrong with that. But when you come out on the something and say, you no want hear that, you no want hear no AI, you no want hear from me directly. What a piece of brightness. But anyway, in short and in one sentence, the expectation of this channel and this platform for the new year is still high. You know, we have a high standard. Wife says that she said the video and it was cool. I like it. Yeah, man, I thought it was nice. And one of our wonderful subscribers over here, I him do it for me. I like it. So I don't understand how some of them come out strong and talk about say Them no want you know AI, they want hear it from me. No, sir, uno turn bad over here. Uno stay real bad. Me did feel away. Me I go talk the truth. Me feel away. But thank your lifestyle. Me like it too. Anyway, the standard over here is gonna be, pretty much the same and some more. Same as in the standard of, speaking the facts over here, being fair, fighting against disinformation as we have. And also, I'm going to try to make an effort to, invite more people over here to participate because sometimes people write and, they want to come on and sometimes I either don't see the message right then because I have a lot of messages each day. If you're right and you don't get a response, don't take it personal. May have a time I'm going to spend, at least an hour and a half just going through the messages. And I'm sure you guys can see them respond to you eventually, you know. I want to invite some PNP people. I don't know why they're afraid of me. I don't have horns. Okay? Anybody is invited over here. And whether you be MP or whatever, PNP supporter, you're welcome over here. Now, over here, so we are not like some other channel where the PNP them know so them can go up on them channel, they go tell lie and carry certain narrative. One so we do it over here, so. Over here, so I don't care if you're PNP or JLP. You come over here, so you have to talk the truth. You can't come over here, so can tell lie. You can't come over here, can disrespect people. So if that's what you want to do, then you can't come over here. But I am inviting people from, from the other side. Over here, so Jamaica, we say first. And it's not like some boy we short of content over here. No, that's not the case. But I believe in, civil discourse and I believe in having dialogue, So it would be nice. It would be nice. Yes, lifestyle, them not easy at all. Them not easy. But guys, I also, before I forget me, they also want to tell you say the channel over here, so now is managed by a new company called Dynamic Digital Media, which is managed by me and somebody else. And we provide services. We're living in a new time now. Them say one of the most important skills you can have today is communication. And it is true, So over here now, if you have anything that you want to create content wise, or if you have anything to advertise, you can always reach out to this channel privately. The WhatsApp number going across the bottom of the screen is the number to reach out to if you want any other services that's provided here. So we specialize in communication. There's also consultation available. If you have a channel or a platform that you want to build or that you are building and you need advice or, you want ideas, you can also reach out for that as well. There's also writing services, editing, stuff like that. During election season or during campaign season or outside of campaign season, if you are a politician and you want, communication service, you can always reach out to the platform as well. So make we catch up again, guys. It's good to be back. It's nice talking to you. I posted something about that judge, Judge Natalie Hart-Hines, and some people were in disbelief. So let me just clarify one thing before I close the show, the program. When you go before a judge, whether it be in the matter of an injunction or any other civil matter, well, let me just say the injunction because that's what I was referring to. When you go before a judge in the matter of an injunction, you don't must have a lawyer, but you must not be denied one. Just like how Dayton Campbell had his lawyer at the injunction, everybody involved in the case should have had the option to do that. The judge that I put up over here, Natalie Hart-Hines, she was specifically asked to postpone the hearing while the women obtained counsel. She said no. Really and truly, she should have postponed it. Because I know everybody feel comfortable going before the court under any circumstance without counsel. Suppose you go before a judge or before a court and you cannot read and write. Think about it. You can't have people that are brought before the court ask you to postpone so them can get counsel and you are going to say no. You cannot do that. You're not supposed to do that. Because the same way like how the judge is there to make sure, say, Dayton Campbell rights is protected. Everybody rights are supposed to be protected that come before her. That couldn't happen nowhere else in the world. And that's why I'm telling you, say, them PNP leaning judge in the case, them do what them do because they wanted to interfere in the 2025 general election. And that they do. Because they want to protect Dayton Campbell and the PNP. But they had a rude awakening because they didn't realize that they were not dealing with an easy set of women. So what she do is not a matter of say, somebody raised their hand and said, hey, I don't have a lawyer. And she said, oh, you don't need one. No, she was specifically asked to postpone while we get counsel. And the woman said no. And I'm like, what? Oh, Dayton Campbell sit down there with female lawyer. You cannot do that. So that is the point I was making. And one man tell me, say, me not supposed to put up the judge picture because there are legal channels. I don't give a shit about legal channels. She was supposed to be protecting everybody's right in that hearing and she refused to do it. She only protected Dayton Campbell's right. I don't owe her any protection. She didn't protect my right. So I will post her picture today and tomorrow every day until somebody see it and go show her. You understand? Me not look no trouble with her or pick no trouble with her. Should I do it long time ago? But I know me feel for do it. Them a political operative in our court system, some of them, and they get called out. And that's all she was there to do. You see, the thing, with some of these judges in Jamaica, and Jamaica have some good judges, Jamaica has some of the best judges in the world. But here the problem, and it's a systematic problem. There is an attitude in Jamaica's courts of classism, and that classism can cause neglect. They can cause judges to neglect their duty, to act impartially, right? And that classism, when you have a politician, a former member of parliament, general secretary, before a judge, versus some women, okay? We're not politician. We're not nothing big in our society in Jamaica. We're individual, average members of society. And because of that classism, that is the reason why Judge Natalie Hart Hines could have it say to we, the average citizens, when we said to her, postpone this hearing and let us get counsel before you talk to her, before we talk to you. And she said, no, that is the reason. Because of classism. And what she did was she neglected to protect everybody's rights before her. We saw this happen before in the cartel case. And then make cartel get off, with the overwhelming amount of evidence in that case with cartel. And then make cartel get where? Because they had cartel before the court. And because them make case and then want cartel prosecuted and done with. And they are entitled to feel that way. I don't care. But they were in such a rush because what? PNP did put pressure upon them. And that's why when me hear some people come talk like say, the JLP prison cartel had nothing to do with it. The PNP put pressure upon the court for prosecute cartel, When Peter Bunting carry cartel name, go New York, Brooklyn, New York, go put up presentation with cartel music and Gaza Slim and put up them name and them face and them music say, them a push scamming in the country. Peter Bunting run a piece of campaign pan Vibes Cartel. You remember? That's even some lawyers in Jamaica did say, boy, that not supposed to happen. Yeah, bias the case and them something there. And Peter Bunting, in his capacity as National Security Minister, went on a global campaign against cartel. And that in and of itself put pressure on the court and the judges in Jamaica to hurry up and prosecute cartel. And what them do? The jury contaminated. And before they stop the trial, they neglected the fact that the jury was contaminated and would give cartel strong grounds to appeal. They're very neglectful, some of those judges, and they don't think about the consequences and the cost of the consequence. Suppose Jamaica did instead of a Lego cartel, suppose Jamaica did have they preserve the evidence and everything and did ready and in a position to retry cartel. You know how much that cost? You know what it costs Jamaica to go to the Privy Council? Them judges here don't think. So that may I talk about. And Judge Hart Hines, she can't talk to me. There's nothing she can say to me. You see the lawyer there when him Kali, you're probably over your list right now. I'm not ready for you yet, I'm gonna make Karen come deal with you. Kali, can you come over here, come talk something last night? And you were our lawyer first. You understand? And somehow no lawyer, we not burn weed, and we not drink hard. But I'm going to keep it professional over here. But I'm gonna make Karen deal with you, cause Karen different, Karen, we just talk anything. But me have to keep it professional over here. So you see when you come over here contact yesterday, I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to Karen and make she talk to you. Now come over here contact to me because nobody no over here pick no war with no judge. And pick no war with no court. What I talk over here about that judge, very, very legitimate. Nobody not tell a lie on her. She's a wicked. And I would tell her to her face that she's a wicked. So you just wait. Anyway, guys, The War Room. I think the War Room supposed to keep tomorrow, you know. No, not tomorrow, Friday. Yes, sorry, Saturday. I'm sorry, Saturday night. The War Room supposed to keep Saturday, today or Thursday, yeah. Yes, so when we hear from we again, in 2 days or so. Get to understand, say, a whole heap of people like the War Room. And then now, guys, the whole SSL something, Lord Jesus, that if you wanted that day. That if you wanted that day, SSL. They run a piece of campaign for the government say, the government thief you see about money. To this day, to this very day, me no have no respect for Usain Bolt and me no care who vex. Because when Usain Bolt sit down and make them a player campaign against him government say them thief him money. And him never invest him money with the government. And Usain Bolt sit down there and make them a wicked player. Do them something there. Me no respect for him. Me no care if they want to make him ambassador of Jamaica. I care zero. Usain Bolt should have come out like a professional, the professional that he is, and say him want justice, him don't want a politicization of, the fraud that was committed against him. And he never did it. So Usain Bolt not in my good graces right now. But we're going to talk about all of this over the weekend, guys. So anyway, make we catch up. Thank you so much for joining. Have yourselves a good night and be safe out there.
Big up Natalie, JPU, Jamaica, politics uncovered. One people, one team, one vision. Jamaica we say. Jingle. Jamaica politics uncovered, JPU on the scene. Carrying the facts, keeping people informed and clean.
JPU stands strong. Oh yes, we're standing strong.
JPU with Jamaica every day.
Stronger Jamaica
2026,
building back better.
that's the fix.
One people, one team,
One vision we say.
JPU with Jamaica
Every day.
Stronger Jamaica
2026,
building back better.
that's the fix.
One people, one team,
One vision we say.
JPU with Jamaica
Every day. Real news on time, helping Jamaica plan.
Together we rise one heart.